Hi everyone, it's almost fall and it's time for your September housing market update. I'm Luana Pereira with Keller Williams Realty and Homes by Luana. Let's start with what's happening nationally. On September 5th, we saw something we haven't seen in a while. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate dropped 16 basis points, down to 6.29%. That's the lowest level since early October 2024 and the biggest one-day drop since last August. This shift came in response to a weaker than expected August jobs report, and it signals that rates may finally be breaking out of the high 6% range where they've been stuck for months. Now, depending on your region, you might be seeing two very different stories play out in the housing market. In the South and West, annual home values have fallen across 25 major markets. Florida and Texas, which are pandemic boom towns, are now seeing some of the biggest price corrections. Meanwhile, in the Mid-East and Northeast, Zillow data shows values are still rising, with demand staying strong and inventory tighter. Here are some key national takeaways shaping the market right now. Rates are stabilizing in the mid 6% territory, with projections suggesting they could move closer to 6% by 2026. Wages are finally outpacing home price growth, which means affordability is improving for buyers. Inventory is loosening, homes are sitting longer, buyers have more options, and sellers are making more concessions than we've seen in years. On the policy side, housing regulations and tax incentives are favoring stability, which helps balance but won't immediately fix affordability. Now let's zoom in on what's happening in the East Bay housing market. In August, we had 500 more homes for sale compared to last year, a noticeable increase in supply. Prices dipped for the third month in a row, but they still remain higher than where they were in August 2024. Sales, however, continue to soften, marking the second consecutive monthly decline and trending lower year over year. And finally, let's look at the local numbers as of the last day of August 2025 in the San Ramon Tri-Valley cities that we track. Inventory: more homes for sale almost everywhere. Dublin had 49 more listings, which is more than double compared to last year. Livermore inventory jumped over 15%, while Pleasanton and San Ramon both rose nearly 25%. Prices: most cities posted gains between 2 to 5%, but Livermore stood out with a median price of $1,190,000, down almost 5% year over year. Sales activity is slowing. Danville dropped more than 20%, while Pleasanton and San Ramon also posted declines. So what does all of this mean? The perfect moment to buy or sell might never exist. But this fall could be the golden season you've been waiting for. Here's why. Softer competition as buyer activity slows after summer, motivated sellers ready to negotiate, mortgage rates at their lowest in nearly a year, which could spark some more buyer interest. And between builder year-end incentives and tax perks to close before December 31st, all of this adds up to more opportunity, more savings, and more negotiating power. So curious to see what this means for you here in the East Bay and Tri-Valley market? Let's connect and see if now's the right time to make your move. Again, I'm Luana Pereira with Keller Williams Realty and Homes by Luana, specializing in the East Bay and San Ramon Tri-Valley areas. We love where we live, and we want you to love where you live as well. And as always, have a fabulous day of home buying and selling.